Coming up on Murrow News 8, the man accused of trying to kill his father has been ordered to undergo a mental health evaluation. We'll let you know where he is.
And whooping cough update, Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello and welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Brooke Bovenkamp.
And I'm Olivia Mayo.
A 35-year-old Moscow man accused of trying to kill his father has been ordered to undergo a mental health evaluation. Dylan Thompson is charged with attempted second-degree murder and burglary in Latah County's 2nd District Court. Judge David Harold ordered the Idaho Department of Health to evaluate Thompson to determine if he is mentally competent to stand trial. Thompson remains in jail on a $500,000 bond.
Residents at the University Crossing apartment are feeling upset after promise of amenities that have not seen. Our reporter Evan spoke to some people living there.
University Crossing, a brand new apartment complex that opened its doors last year, promised a variety of amenities, from a gym that's open 24 hours of the day to the brand new pool that was just installed this past summer. But that's not all that was promised.
We were just promised a lot of amenities that we weren't given. I don't know, they promised a grocery store and restaurants and more things underneath the main unit building, and the only thing that we have is a cafe.
Shelby Rivera, a senior who's lived in the complex for just over a year now, tells me when she signed the lease, she was expecting a whole lot more than what she got. Aside from the really modern-looking insides of the apartments, it seems to be that residents here are really frustrated with the amenities that they were promised but have not yet received. However, though, the pool is now open, as well as additional parking in the back and even a dog park for residents to use. The main issue here seems to be that no business is wanting to rent out a unit in the bottom of the main building. This is Evan Suarez, reporting in Pullman, Washington.
Whitman County Public Health is reporting that 35 students and 2 local residents outside of campus have come down with pertussis. That is up from 26 cases at WSU last week. The agency has issued a public health alert asking people to wash their hands often, cover your mouth when you cough, and to stay home if you are sick.
The giant Cosmic Crisp apple took flight Tuesday morning. Our reporter Cooper went to the event to check it out.
Catherine Grandy has been busy in the apple industry for decades. Grandy, the Chief Marketing Officer for Proprietary Variety Management, worked with the College of Agricultural, Human, and Natural Resource Sciences and WSU Pullman to put on Cosmic Crisp Day, Tuesday.
Gotten the contract for commercialization from WSU. They were looking for a marketing person. So I thought, what an exciting opportunity to have the first apple ever that was developed and grown in Washington.
The event spanned over 2 days, the first day being National Apple Day, with apple product tasting and various activities. The second featured the Cosmic Crisp hot air balloon, which couldn't take off the day before due to inclement weather.
Our hot air balloon is 8 stories high, and it travels across the country in a branded van with a team of pilots. And we go to retail openings, all sorts of festivals, and just promoting the Cosmic Crisp.
The balloon took off at sunrise, with a breakfast including oatmeal and energy bites from the WSU Performance Nutrition Department, as well as Cosmic Crisps packaged in individual boxes with facts about the apples. Even Butch was there. Cosmic Crisp apples were developed in 1997 by Dr. Bruce Barrett, who mixed a Honeycrisp and an Enterprise apple through fruit tree breeding programs. Their sale started in 2019 to consumers and has since funded various WSU agricultural-related research and statewide research in the field of agriculture. They're known for their high yield rate, and they just taste good. Lindsey Brown, the Associate Director of Athletics for Performance Nutrition, says that other programs at WSU also benefit from the homegrown fruit.
Our student athletes go through about 100 pounds a week of Cosmic Crisp. Yep, it's their favorite apple. Having this apple, Cosmic Crisp, be developed here at Washington State University is amazing. You know, it showcases the commitment to research and development, our campus partners, and just having a great collaborative opportunity with Cosmic Crisp pull off this event. So I think it's a really neat opportunity to
As the Cosmic Crisp balloon moves on from Pullman, WSU's new apple, WA64, is set to be named later this year, starting another chapter in the history of fruit development in the Palouse. Reporting from Pullman, I'm Cooper Morgan.
The federal government has earmarked a large federal grant to upgrade the local railroads in Whitman County. The $37.7 million grant is for Washington State Department of Transportation, which owns the Palouse River Coulee City Railroad, which serves Whitman County. The short line is primarily used by local growers to get their wheat to markets.
And you might not know it, but as a Coug, everyone has access to the Disabled Student Center. Our reporter Emma visited the center to highlight the quiet workspaces and the overall safe space offered.
I always feel like I fit in with everybody in here.
A friendly and welcoming face. This is Trina McConnell, a student here at Washington State who also serves as the assistant coordinator of the Disabled Student Center.
The center is here for students to accommodate the student need of, I guess, really fitting in to a community. You don't have to identify as disabled to hang out here. You can be an ally. You can be disabled, but maybe not particularly want to go by that label. It's for everybody.
The DSC just celebrated their first year of operations and growth after opening their doors for the first time in October of 2023.
We're small, but I'm confident that our numbers will grow eventually and we can accommodate more students.
If you don't know where the center is, don't worry, I've got you covered. If you know where Coug Health is, and most of us do, it is right next to it in the Washington building. As we make our way into this building, you will see a sign on the elevator door that will point you to where exactly this center is. Hop on this elevator, hit level 2, and it will bring you right on up.
If you are overwhelmed because of an exam and are struggling to find a place to get your work done,
we also provide a quiet place to study, mostly because we're still majorly undiscovered. And sometimes you don't remember to eat because you're so nervous about studying and cramming and all that. But just come in, sign in on the iPad, grab a Cliff Bar, and you can nourish yourself like right before you take your test.
come stop by the DSC to find a community that students like Trina have found a home within.
It's just great to come in here and meet a lot of people that are either a lot like me in terms of what we share in disability or completely different from me in terms of disability.
This is Emma Underwood reporting in Pullman, Washington.
Coming up after the break, we had the chance to talk to two co-authors about how they're highlighting one of society's biggest issues within the media.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Murrow alumna Lacey J. Fott and her longtime colleague Adrienne Harvey have released a new book together. Readers are calling Down the Rabbit Hole an essential book for the digital age. The Alice in Wonderland themed work offers a guided way for readers through the social media madness with easy and actionable steps.
The main theme is digital literacy. It's how did we get to where we are? What's our responsibility as social media users? How did the social media platforms get created? Who created them? What's their agenda? So that we just kind of have really good holistic view of what social media is and what our role in it is.
We realize that digital literacy is lacking, and so we keep on saying, oh man, we need something. We know how people are mistaking things online. Like, we know what the problem is, and so we should do something about it. This book has actionable, practical applications. This book is not all academic content. It has real life applications, and it has put it into practice prompts so you can actually learn and engage with it. I think that is the key about this book.
A rally earlier this week brought Whitman County residents together to fight for no more wind farms. Our reporter Emily spoke to some of these residents to hear their opinions.
No wind farm signs can be seen in windows of businesses and outside of houses in Colfax.
I became aware of this. I joined up with this group to fight this because these things do not belong in the Palouse.
Whitman County residents rallied together on a busy corner against a proposed wind farm that would be near popular hiking spot Kamiak View.
We live in a very beautiful place along the Palouse River canyon. I could not envision these things on the breaks of the Palouse.
Washington State Representative Mary Dye has been a longtime resident in Whitman County.
I feel really strongly about it. I think it's right that we demand before they build one windmill out on Kamiak View that we as a community are allowed to work together and talk about it and decide as a community what we want.
Here at the top of Kamiak Butte, where nearly 700-foot windmills will be placed on this side and on this side. The average U.S. wind turbine is 197 to 393 feet tall, making the Harvest Hills turbines over 300 feet taller. The Harvest Hills Wind Project has already placed meteorological towers at the summit of Kamiak Butte.
Latah County Commissioner candidate John Bowman says commissioners are talking to rural communities about joining a public housing authority. This entity would be independent of Latah County and would look for affordable housing.
The Cougar Food Pantry, located in the lower level of the Cub, acts as a vital resource for students on campus struggling to afford or get access to many different products. Our reporter Madison went down to the center to show us more.
Located on the first floor of the Compton Union Building, the WSU Food Pantry provides essential items to students. WSU Senior and Food Assistant Kaya Phillips sees rising food insecurity on campus.
The food pantry offers a resource on campus for students to be able to get foods and address any food insecurities that is going on campus, as well as additional resources. This previous weekend we had a hygiene drive, so sometimes we'll have additional resources like soap, feminine hygiene products, and etc. for those students in need.
Demand has increased since the pandemic, especially among graduate students managing school and family pressures.
I would say at least 50 students come in throughout the day, and I would say the demand has increased, especially over this past previous semesters, as we're getting more known on campus after 2020. A lot of the grad students are like the main ones to use the food pantry, especially those with families and stuff, because a lot of times they're paying a lot of money for school. So
the food pantry receives donations from local businesses such as Rosars, Safeway, Winco, and WSU Farms. However, keeping the shelves stocked remains challenging.
Well, I would say just getting resources and just more donations would be super helpful as we get more students coming to the pantry.
Community members can donate, fundraise, or volunteer to support the pantry's mission.
Making sure students are alleviated of the stress of wondering where their next meal will come from.
Although Phillips doesn't hear the personal stories of pantry users, she knows the pantry is providing support, especially for student families.
I do see a lot of parents coming in here. We had a lot of diaper donations. Like the diapers are already going out super fast. So I would say it's helping a lot of families.
Whether you're a student in need or someone looking to give back, The WSU Food Pantry is here to help reduce the burden of food insecurity. This is Madison Raveling. Back to you.
Washington State University is hosting their fall choral concert tonight at 7:30 p.m. in Bryan Hall Theater. The concert is free to the public, and there will be performances by WSU's chamber singers, university singers, treble choir, concert choir, and combined ensembles. I personally will be in attendance, and I hope to see you there. Coming up next, the Palouse is getting spooky with their events. We'll tell you what those are next.
And Sam Fulton will tell us how to dress for these events with his weather forecast.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
WSU is hosting their Spooky Science Day on Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Elson S. Floyd Cultural Center. Kindergartners through 6-year-olds are invited to this free and hands-on event.
The Downtown Pullman Association is hosting a trick-or-treat and costume contest Saturday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the High Street Plaza in Pullman. Participants should go to the High Street Plaza at noon to get their map of participating businesses and sign up for the costume contest. The contest begins at 2 p.m. at the Lumberyard.
Head over to the Whitman County Humane Society on Sunday for their Tales and Treats event from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the shelter in Pullman at 1340 Old Moscow Road. The event will be co-hosted alongside Pups and Cups and Tail Waggin' Adventures. Bring your dog for photos and enjoy a cup of coffee from Pups and Cups.
Colfax Library will be hosting the Halloween Spectacular Fundraiser tomorrow from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. There will be free admission alongside 50-50 raffle to raise money for library, programs, and services. Event will feature jack-o'-lantern judging, a costume contest, spooky story reading, and more.
Western Washington can expect strong winds and rain this weekend, with winds picking up between 50 to 55 miles per hour and a possibility of power outages and tree damage.
And with all those winds coming along, we should look at the weather. Sam, what do you got for us?
Hey, thank you, girls. First and foremost, happy Friday to everyone watching. Weather's looking a little crazy as we wrap up October soon and go into November. We have a high of 58 today with a low of 35. Winds are 14 miles an hour, luckily nothing like the west side, and a sunset around 7:30 a.m. or 5:43 at sunset and sunrise at 7:30 a.m. Looking at tomorrow, we have a high of 65 and a low of 48. Wind should be at 11, cooling down a little bit, with the sunrise at around 7:30 a.m. and sunset at 5:40 p.m. Now looking at the whole state, Olympia and Seattle, they're in the 60s with around 50s for the low. Yakima's the only city with sun as they're at 57 and a low of 35. Going into the Tri-Cities, we have a high of 59 with a low of 38. And of course, our neck of the woods, Spokane with a 56 and a low of 31, and Pullman with a 58 and a low of 35. Now going on to the rest of the week, we'll expect some rain this Wednesday with a high of 49 and a low of 34. Tuesday is going to be a little more cloudy with a 48 and 32. Monday, it's going to be 49 as the high and a low of 38. With the weekend, this Saturday, it's going to be sunny, so expect to go outside with a high of 66 and a low of 47. And Sunday, we have a high of 55 and a low of 42 with some rain. I'm hoping everyone has a great weekend. I'm looking forward to Saturday. The Cougs are away, unfortunately, even though we have sun, but San Diego's going to look a lot nicer. And I hope that Washington State wins the football game, and I hope November comes sooner than expected, because I'm hoping the snow can not come soon, but eventually we'll expect some more sun. And thank you, everyone. Back to the girls with more news.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, I will definitely be wearing my big coat from now on.
Yeah, hopefully the weather will be better by our next home game. And next up, a new team has been added to next year's football schedule. We'll tell you who it is after the break.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
WSU announced Thursday that it has added Colorado State to its 2025 football schedule. The date to the Cougs have announced 11 opponents for its 2025 season. The other teams already announced are Idaho, Louisiana Tech, Oregon State twice, San Diego State, Toledo, Washington, Ole Miss, North Texas, and Virginia. Cougars quarterback John Matier was one of the 14 quarterbacks added to the 2024 Manning's Award Watch list. Matier enters the week with 1,896 passing yards, 16 passing touchdowns, and leads the team with 533 rushing yards and 8 rushing touchdowns. The Cougs are bowl eligible after their win over Hawaii last Saturday. Our reporter Braden has more.
For the 8th time in 9 seasons, the Washington State Cougars are bowl eligible after defeating the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors 42-10 last Saturday. The Cougars improved to 6-1, marking the first time to do so and the quickest they've been bowl eligible since the historic 2018 season. John Matier had one of his better performances over the past few weeks, having more touchdowns than he did in completions. Mateer threw for 295 yards and 3 touchdowns, while also running for 34 yards and another 2 touchdowns. This was also his first game of the season where he did not have a turnover. When asked about it, Mateer said his favorite part about being bowl eligible is getting to spend more time with his teammates.
Feels great, getting extra time with all these guys is great. We get an extra month to be teammates, and with these seniors, it's when that day finally comes and it's over, it's very sad, right? So we get more time with them, and I'm just blessed for that, and it's cool. It's a cool experience being bowl eligible, and we'll see where we land. It'll be fun.
Coach Dickert echoed Mateer's sentiment, but also added that they want more.
So to see those guys come out here, gut out a great win, a dominating win, and to get a bowl game along with it, but bottom line is every man in there is not satisfied. Okay, we're not going to be complacent. We're not going to feel like we arrived.
Braden Buell, Murrow News 8.
The Cougs take on San Diego State tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Washington State Volleyball is back in Pullman to host Gonzaga tomorrow, October 26th at 12 p.m. for the first time as WCC opponents. The match will be on ESPN+. Tomorrow's match will be the 45th all-time between WSU and Gonzaga. The Washington State soccer team tied number 10 Santa Clara 1-1 Wednesday night at Stevens Stadium in California. Next, the Cougs will play at San Francisco, November 11th at 6 p.m. And after the break, we'll tell you what the National Food Day is today.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
LinkedIn Headshots is coming up on November 7th from 3 to 7. Head down to Jackson Hall, Studio A for a $3 headshot. All proceeds will go to the Whitman County Humane Society.
And today is a great cheat day because it is National Greasy Foods Day.
And I know for myself, I will be eating some greasy food while I watch the World Series at 5 tonight.
Yes, I personally will have my choir concert tonight, but after that, I have my emergency pizza reward from Domino's that I will be
That sounds like a nice greasy
cashing
food
in.
to have.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
What are you going to have as your greasy food, Sam?
Making pizza.
Pizza as well?
Thank you so much for tuning in. For more content, tune into our social media and YouTube.